Hey, welcome back to YT Finance, and today we are going to talk about how to calculate how much your stimulus check will be from the newly passed COVID relief bill. After I go over the history, rules, and regulations of the stimulus package, I will then give examples of how to use this money responsibly, and I will even talk about some high growth potential stocks to grow your $1,400 stimulus check to an even greater amount. Remember to like this video right now for more financial stock news, and let's make you some more free money with Webull. Webull is a free brokerage app where you can buy and sell stocks, options, and cryptocurrencies. But right now, you can get 2 free stocks with Webull. You can get the first free stock, which can be worth anywhere from $2 to $250 for just creating an account. And you can get a second free stock, which can be worth up to $1,600 if you invest $100 or more on your first deposit. You will have a 1 in 100 chance of getting stocks like Facebook, Starbucks, or Snapchat, and you have a 1 in 50 chance of getting stocks like Google or Procter & Gamble. To get this offer, just press on the link in my description box down below, but do it quickly because this offer will not last forever. And without further ado, let's get into today's stories. Recently, the House passed a $1.9 trillion COVID relief stimulus bill on Wednesday, which covers unemployment aid, direct payment to people through stimulus money, tax credit expansions, vaccine distribution funds, along with state and local government relief, and many other things that we will touch on later in this video. So let me quickly break down this massive stimulus bill so you can see what you are eligible for and how this impacts you personally. First off, if you are unemployed because you lost your job due to COVID, here's some great news because this stimulus bill extends a $300 a week jobless aid supplement and programs until September 6th. And these earnings are tax-free until an individual receives more than $10,200 in unemployment insurance. This stimulus bill will also pay most Americans and their dependents $1,400, so if you did not receive a stimulus check last time because you were marked as a dependent, you will receive one this time. However, not everyone will get the $1,400, so I will teach you how to calculate the true amount in this video. This COVID relief bill also expands the child tax credit for 1 year, which will be increased to $3,600, which you can save if you have children under the age of 6 years old, and you can also save $3,000 for kids between 6 and 17. The recently passed COVID stimulus bill goes on to talk about that $20 billion will be dedicated towards COVID-19 vaccine manufacturing, with $50 billion going towards testing and contact tracing, and another $25 billion will be added to rental and utility assistance, with around $10 billion in mortgage aid, while a whole $350 billion will be given to state and local government bodies, and lastly $120 billion will go to K-12 schools. In addition to that, the stimulus bill includes an expansion of subsidies regarding health insurance and an additional $30 billion which will go towards restaurants, along with the employee retention tax credit for companies so they will not lay off employees. Now, this happened on Wednesday, March 10th, and President Biden was supposed to sign this bill on Friday, but President Biden actually signed the bill a day earlier to get it out as fast as possible, which we see from this statement, and I quote, "President Biden signed the legislation a day earlier than the White House had planned, and he will begin a campaign to promote the bill with an address just after 8 p.m. Eastern. The House has passed legislation to expand background checks for gun buyers, but the changes are unlikely to succeed in the Senate." So now that we have covered some history, let's discuss today's news and how this will impact you. Biden has now signed the COVID relief stimulus bill and will have probably already made his address when you watch this video. The House also recently passed 2 gun safety bills. The new Attorney General promises to restore the independence of the Justice Department. The head of the Federal Student Aid Office has now resigned, and I say good because you don't even want to get me started talking about student loans. And lastly, the stimulus money is on its way to Americans and could be in people's accounts as soon as this weekend. It also helps if you have already filed your taxes because the government will use those tax forms to calculate your stimulus check. And if you never got your previous stimulus check and you were not marked as a dependent, you could end up getting 2 stimulus payments. The White House press secretary said, "People can expect to start seeing direct direct deposits hit their bank accounts as early as this weekend, which is absolutely phenomenal. However, not all Americans will receive $1,400, so this is how to calculate how much money you will receive in stimulus according to this bill. I have linked a website down below which can automatically calculate it for you, and I will give an example of using that website right after I address these regulations. The maximum amount you can receive as an individual is $1,400. Married couples will receive $2,800 and an additional $1,400 per dependent. However, if you make a gross income of $80,000 a year as an individual, or a gross income of over $160,000 as a married couple, you will receive no stimulus. Only if you make lower than a gross income of $75,000 a year as an individual and less than $150,000 a year as a married couple will you get the full stimulus amount. Now, if you fall between $75,000 and $80,000 as an individual, or between $150,000 and $160,000 as a married couple, use the free website that I have linked down below to calculate how much money you will receive in your stimulus deposit by answering the 3 simple questions that are on your screen right now. Now, let's say you get the full $1,400. How should you steward this money? Well, that depends on your own particular situation, but let me give you some good options. Firstly, just save it. These are crazy times and everyone should have at least more than $1,000 in their savings account. But ideally, they already have 3 to 9 months of expenses saved up in their savings account. I personally use my savings account for peace of mind and liquidity so I can instantly invest into market dips. But if you have not started to save, this could be a great time to start, so pocket $400 and save the $1,000 in a secured account. Now, let's say you have a fully funded savings account, but you have debt, which most of us do, and I will not talk about good debt versus bad debt or how you can use debt positively, which can be done by responsible people, but many people can't. So if you have a comfortable savings account, then keep some of the stimulus money and throw the rest on your debts. This includes student loans, car notes, credit cards, and things of that nature. If your savings is full and you have minimal to no debt, then you can think about investing. Your first choice should always be a Roth or a traditional IRA. Invest in a good growth stock mutual fund or index ETFs like VTI and add $6,000 to it every year to be better off in retirement. Now, if you have all that done, we can get risky with some stock picking, and some stocks that I like right now are ticker symbol PLTR, MTUM, FLGT, NIO, RIOT, OZON, JMIA, PLUG, CHPT, ARKQ, PRNT, ARKW, and ARKG. If you are new to investing, first start off with index investing, then ETFs, then blue chip stocks, then companies you like and buy from, then stable growth stocks, then dividend stocks, then red chip stocks, then cryptocurrencies. Anyway, that's all I have for you all today. Remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see all of you in the next YT video.